Well, folks, it's not often that I get to show you one of the rarest, in my opinion, carnivorous plants that you will see in cultivation. I will tell you, the plant that I'm about to show you, I've only seen one other place in the world, and that is from my dear friend at Advent Garden Gallery. Now, I actually got this from her, so it's fair to say that it is incredibly rare, to say the least. Now, the interesting thing to note here is it doesn't come from necessarily, when you hear the first name, you're gonna go, that's not rare, but you have to wait to the end. And so without further ado, let's look at one of the rarest plants that you will probably see in cultivation for carnivorous plants. So what I have in front of you, for a lot of people who grow carnivorous plants, are gonna look at this and think I'm automatically BSing, and I'm not. These leaves, you would guess right, belong to a Utricularia longifolia. Now, longifolia could probably be considered one of the least rare plants in all of carnivorous cultivation. So what am I talking about when I show you this after giving you that intro? So Utricularia longifolia, as you know, is endemic to, or you may not know, is endemic to Brazil, and it grows incredibly long leaves. The leaves can reach up to 2 feet long. Sorry, I just stuck them mowing and there's pollen everywhere. They can reach up to 2 feet long. It is considered a weed in most people's opinions, and it will grow like crazy via stolons underneath the soil surface. Now, what makes this one of the rarest you've ever seen is this is a Utricularia longifolia bonsai. And so by bonsai, it means, let's see if I can pick it up here to show you. Look at these itty bitty teeny flowers. If I can get my hand to stop shaking, like I said, I've been mowing. Look at that. They look identical to Utricularia longifolia, the difference being that it is pygmy. They are very, very tiny. The leaves don't get much larger than this, which is just about 3 inches long. And so it is a miniature version of that much sought after and weed, sometimes reviled weed of Utricularia longifolia. Now, the good news with this one is it is much smaller, and so it doesn't take up nearly as much space. The other good news is it grows incredibly slower than its bigger sibling, I guess you could say. I don't know what the exact relation is, but this one has been in this pot for probably a year and a half, 2 years, and that's all it's managed to do. So it is a very slow growing Utricularia, which is a stark contrast to the regular Utricularia longifolia. The flowers themselves, it does not flower very often, at least not in my care. The flowers themselves, as you can see with a regular Utricularia longifolia, there can be several blooms, but usually 1 or 2 will come out. This one has got multiple blooms that are getting ready to open up on actually one spike that has bifurcated into 2 separate spikes. The flowers themselves are itty bitty. So a normal Utricularia longifolia will get purple flowers that are about the size of a quarter to $1/2. These, you could probably fit 2 flowers on the face of a dime, and they have a more muted purple color as opposed to the longifolia, which is more of a deeper, richer purple. This one's got more of a Humboldtii, if I'm not mistaken. It's Humboldtii. More of a lavenderish purple. The care is exactly the same. It's going to require inert soil, so I use 50-50 peat and perlite. It requires to be sitting in water, clearly, just like any other longifolia or any other terrestrial Utricularia. Higher water levels will cause it to, or at least trigger it to spike blooms. Also, allowing it to fill in the pot will do so. Now, I grow these outdoors, but I grow them in a small pot that is sort of overshadowed by its larger pots that have bonata in it. So longifolia in general, including the bonsai version, will do well in full sun and in shade, and very shade, a lot of shade. It will grow its leaves to a larger size depending on the level of light. Lower light, bigger leaves; higher light, smaller leaves. But with the bonsai version, this is about what you're going to get. It is an absolutely adorable, remarkable, amazing little plant, and it's got some floridana growing in here with it, which is just seeds everywhere. But as far as watering goes, water levels, you can have it as low as 1 inch up the pot, or even flooding, and it will do just fine. Now, as far as finding this, like I said, I only know of one place that grows it. I'm sure there are more places in the world that grow it, but I know of only one place, and that is Advent Garden Gallery, and she is on Etsy, and I believe eBay as well, Advent Garden Gallery. If you've watched any of my Utricularia videos in the past, you have definitely heard of her. She is where I get all of mine from. Now, as far as propagating these, same as anything else, you would just split them apart. Now, you have way less opportunity to do so with the bonsai version as you would the larger version, which will grow significantly faster, but you still can do so. Feeding, it takes care of itself. For those who don't know about Utricularia, this little unassuming plant boasts the most powerful, the fastest traps in all of carnivory plants, that is. They trap so fast that most cameras can't even catch it, and it is so powerful that it rips its prey apart. Now, the good news is the prey is very, very tiny. The traps are all subterranean, and people grow these things for their beautiful flowers. What makes this one a perfect candidate for a collection, just like any other, or most other terrestrials rather, is that they can be grown in very small spaces and you can get quite a collection. I probably got 30 or 40 of myself that take up a very small space, but this is one that I wish I saw and more available for people to own. It is adorable for those who want a longifolia purple flowers but don't necessarily want it to go erratic in their collection, and or don't want it to just sort of like more of the fairy garden flowers. This is a perfect version for that. All other things the same. It is easy to care for as longifolia. It's just extremely rare to find the bonsai version. It may not be rare in the wild, I don't know, but I do know it has taken some time for it to get picked up in cultivation. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. This is a huge thing to happen. This thing does not flower for me very often. I think it's only flowered one other time, and so very, very cool to see. I've also got this, I showcase it in another video I will be posting here in a couple days, but it's going to be a carnivorous plant tour. But awesome. If you can get your hands on one of these, do it. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.